What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? It is Tuesday, June 15th, 2021. I'm your host, Ty, and this is Smarter Gambling. So, today we're doing the show from Ramenistan. Right there. Yeah, pretty rough day today. Generally speaking, I mean, it did go up towards the end of the day, towards closing bell there, but still all around red. So, I mean, it wasn't too bad for me, but I hope you guys didn't do too bad today. Hope you guys made money, actually. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Don't know when the last time I used this background was. It's been a while, actually. But, got a great show for you guys today. As always, we're going to do our daily stocks and crypto review. We're going to talk about some Fed news. And for the analysis, today we're going to go over AMC, Wish, TRCH, ticker TRCH. I already forget the name of that company, but it was trending today. We're going to go over Ocugen and Draftkings. And of course, we're going to get to our Yolos. Hey, Zakaria, thanks for being here again today, as always. Appreciate you. Okay. Before we begin, please like the video. Please subscribe. And catch me every day after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. Alright, let's do it, guys. Give me 1 second here. Just gotta pull this up. Boom. Alright, let's do it. So, Dow Jones is down 0.27%. The NASDAQ finishes down 0.69%, 0.69%. Nice. And the S&P 500 finishes down 0.2%. The VIX is up 3.54%, back to about 17. So, yeah, it was a bloodbath. Now it's a mini bloodbath. Not too bad. Hey, Mark, what's up? Thanks for being here again today. Appreciate you, man. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Airbnb up 0.72%. Got AMC finishes up 3.58%. Pretty nice. I mean, it was up like, don't quote me on this. I think it was pushing like 20% earlier or something like that. It was in the morning. It was mooning. I was like, oh, here we go again. But it did pull back significantly. But still finishes in the green. Can't say that much about all the other stocks. So, great for everyone with AMC. We got ASO down 5.56%. Alibaba down 1.81%. Bed Bath & Beyond down 2.32%. Low-key kind of want that to go up to 30 before Friday so I don't get assigned on those shares because I sold puts on those. But if I do, it's okay. I'll just sell covered calls against those. Hope you guys saw my video on cash-secured puts and covered calls in the wheel. That's what I'm doing here with BBBY. Yeah, Wish was running up like 20%. We'll get to that. We'll talk about Wish. But yeah, that was mooning also in the morning. Pulled back significantly. Okay. Got Bio-Nanogenomics down 5.75%. Beyond Meat down 4.14%. CCIV down 6.26%. Got Clover, that's down 6.07%. So, I mean, yeah, everything pretty much down, except for a select few meme stocks. But seems like most of the meme stocks are getting slammed today. Okay, we got Coinbase, that's down 2.88% today. Corsair, that's been trending. That's not too bad. That's down 0.47%, so pretty sideways there. What else we got here? Yeah, DraftKings down 4.17% today. And we'll talk about this a little more later in the analysis, but full disclosure, I hold DraftKings. I'm a big bull on DraftKings. Yeah, this morning Hindenburg, and we'll get to this, but Hindenburg, put a report out accusing them of all types of black market, illicit transactions and stuff. So, pure manipulation. Yeah, that was below like 45 this morning. It was below like 11%, down 11%. I'm just looking at it like, what the hell is going on? I could not believe it. This was me this morning. But, good thing, it came back. So, really not too bad. Cannot complain. Screw Hindenburg. Yeah, thanks, Sicaria. Please like the video if you guys haven't yet. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, Mark. Well, I guess Hindenburg is credible because they've been right a lot of times whenever they did their short reports. They like do a full investigation, and they were like they got the Nikola one right, where they exposed Nikola for pushing the truck down the hill and then taking the video. And they also did one on Clover. Nothing really came out of that. But they're well known for the Nikola short report, and they were right on that one. So I would consider them like pretty credible, but I read that report, the DraftKings one that just came out, and I'm like, what kind of BS is this? Like, it pretty much said, and again, we'll get to all of this, but it pretty much said that their partners were engaged in illicit activities, not DraftKings itself. And the worst thing they could really say about DraftKings was like insiders was selling off shares. So I'm like, what does this even have to do with DraftKings? I don't know. But, just a bunch of FUD. So they wanted to drive the price down. They shorted it yesterday. They shorted it today. They probably covered today when it was down to like $45. So, just manipulation. Typical manipulation going on. But, yeah, we'll talk about this more later on. But I'm glad you're in DraftKings, man. Apes together strong, right?
Apes together strong.
All right. Got ENOB. That was flying yesterday. That's down 12.52%. Would have been a good short play today, but I really didn't think it would go down that much. Express down 7.65%. Another meme stock getting slammed. Oh yeah, and Mark, you're probably gonna hold, but don't sell until next Friday. June 25th. That's when the Russell rebalancing is gonna happen. DraftKings is going to be in the Russell 3000, so I expect a big movement on Friday, next Friday. So, no selling until next Friday. All right. What else we got here? We got GME down 3.02%. That has been tanking. That has been drilling of late. We got, what else we got here? Marathon. That is up 2.44%. Damn right, diamond hands. Until next Friday. uh... We got MicroStrategy. That is up 5.36%, and we're not going to talk about it, but I did see some news. I think they just bought another 500 million in Bitcoin. You know, they're pretty much a Bitcoin company, like a crypto company now. Like, the stock moves as if it's like a cryptocurrency now. But yeah, that's probably why MicroStrategy's up, because crypto in general is booming today. Microvision down 4.45%. Neo down 3%. Nikola down 9.36%, as it should be. Crap company. Nano Dimension down 7.37%. Got Novin. They're down 12%. That was also running like the last few trading sessions, so pull back there. Ocugen finishes up 2.12%. I mean, and we'll talk about this more later, but I guess I can't complain. It was up like 20% this morning on some good news. I mean, it's still green, but that's pretty disappointing. You know, it was above 7, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. I don't have to bag hold that long. Right back down. But it's green, I'll take it. We'll talk about this more a little later. ORPH down 9.54%. Not really relevant anymore, but some people are still going for that one. What else we got here? Plug down 4.48%. Okay, Wrapped. R-A-P-T. R-A-P-T. So, I'm going to talk about this very quickly. So, if you guys saw on yesterday's show, this was one of the stocks I analyzed. I said this looks like a great short play today. So, that's what I did. Here we go. Boom. You see? I woke up at 4 a.m. to make sure I got my damn shares. I shorted 60 shares at 4 a.m. This was about a like $2,700 trade. Can't remember. But I was in for like $2,700 at about an average of 44.20, I believe. 44.20. And then held it throughout the whole day. It was holding up pretty well. I honestly say. I was like, why is this thing not going down? Manipulation, man. But eventually, towards the end of the day, it did start crashing. And I bought it back at 333. You can see right there. At $35. So that was a 20% gain on this today for a grand total of $550 profit. So I give myself the money on that one. Yeah, you know, like I've been using this strategy for the past couple months now, and it's very, very successful. Not financial advice, but especially when it comes to these biotech companies, these pharmaceutical companies, you know, some good news comes out for like a trial or something, and then the thing shoots up like 100%, and it's like, come on, you gotta short this. It's like an easy short. It's easy money right there. Not financial advice, but like, I think literally every biotech company I shorted down, I've made money on. Like, I haven't been, it hasn't gone wrong just yet. So, did it again today. Easy $550 there. Zakaria, it's done for you. 850, break even, and you're gone. You paper hands? You paper hands, man? Give you the paper hands. Yeah, give me 8 and I'm out. I'm going to start selling covered calls on the $8 strike. So, 8, I'm out. And I keep my premium too. Alright. Where was I? Okay. Recon, RCON, that's still trending, but it's been getting slammed like the past week. That's down another 9.78%. Ride, Lordstown Motors, that's up 11.34% today. I have no idea why. They literally literally the CEO and the CFO resigned yesterday because the company's gonna go bankrupt. So why are people still buying this? This blows my mind. Man, apes are crazy. I don't know. But hey, it went up 11% today. So, hey, if you guys want to put your money in a bankrupt company, go ahead. I ain't doing it. Riot's down at 1% today. That's interesting. Roku. Okay, Rocket, that's down 2.27%. Roku down 6.85%. Wow, that's pretty nasty. What else we got here? SoFi down 4.67%. Virgin Galactic down 4.44%. Tilray down 6.16%. Nasty. Tesla down 3%. UWMC down 3%. Viacom down 2.25%. Man, this thing just doesn't move, huh? It wants to break out. But diamond hands. Diamond hands. Viacom will have its day. Sebastian, CLSD. Well, quite honestly, I don't know too much about that, but I can look at the chart for you real quick after I get done with this in a second. Thanks for being here again. Appreciate you, man. Okay. Vaxart down 10.64%. Workhorse down 6%. And, wow, Wish finishes even. 0%. Wow, so that really pulled back, huh? That was up like 20% this morning. But we'll talk about Wish a little more in just a second. All right, Sebastian. Let's look at CLSD real quick. Was this trending today? I didn't see this trending today, but did pretty good. Well, I would say definitely don't buy it. Don't buy it right here. That'd be FOMO. You know, there's a gap up, so you know this is likely to come back down to $3 at some point. You know, gaps usually fill. The RSI is at 81 now, so pretty overbought, pretty overvalued. The volume is insane today. 90 million, 91 million. So, yeah, you know, but just, again, I don't know too much about this company, but, I mean, biomedical, so it's a biotech pharmaceutical company. What, did they have good news or something today? Usually that's why these things pop. But, yeah, just looking at the technicals, I definitely would not buy this right here. Maybe you might want to short it, but it's not like a guaranteed short play, you know, like Wrapped was. So, yeah, I would just say if you want to buy this here, don't FOMO. I don't think that's a good idea. And you may make a little money shorting this, but there's probably better short plays out there. So, personally, I just stay away from this one. You know, maybe not sure if you're bullish or bearish on it, but if you want to get in, you know, just wait. You know, you could probably get this for $3 if you just have a little patience. Hope that answers your question. All right. Okay, let's get to crypto. All right. So here's crypto. Overall up 5.39% today. If I'm not mistaken, a few hours ago this was up a lot more. That's why I titled the video the way I did. Looks like it's pulling back. Okay. Well, didn't expect that. Okay. Bitcoin is sideways. Ether down a little bit, down 0.55%. Cardano sideways. Dogecoin down 1.66%. Yeah, this is interesting. It was mooning before. So what happened? All the gains are gone? Alright. XRP down 2.16%. Polkadot down 5.23%. Bitcoin Cash up 0.18%. Litecoin down 1.08%. Chainlink up 1.4%. Polygon up 5.14%. Yeah, you know, I looked at this earlier today. Maybe a couple hours ago. 2-3 hours ago. It definitely was all green. This whole thing was green. So, this is the first time I'm seeing this. What happened? That deserves a guh. Shiba Inu, though. Shiba Inu is mooning. That's up 27%. I mean, this thing is, like, still pretty much worthless, but, Dogecoin wannabe. People like it. Maybe I should buy some just for the lulz. Just for the F it. Why not? You could become a Shiba Inu millionaire by accident. Anyway, yeah, that is crypto. It was up a lot more before, and yeah, now it's pulling back. So hopefully you guys cashed out your crypto, or you're just diamond hands. Okay, let's get to some news. Okay. So this is for, well, this is really for tomorrow, because the Fed is speaking. Again, I mean, they usually speak like once every week, once every other week, honestly. So I didn't even read this yet. They're probably gonna say, yeah, we're not gonna do anything. Again, as always. Anyway, let's read this. Yeah, it's usually not good when the Fed speaks. You know, everyone just rather them shut up. Anyway, let's read this. A full rundown of what to expect from the Federal Reserve on Wednesday. The Federal Reserve is not expected to make any policy moves, but it is likely to signal to the market that it is thinking about changing its bond buying policy. The Fed also releases new forecasts following its two-day meeting Wednesday, and it could pencil in a first rate hike for 2023. Economists do not expect much detail on the tapering of the bond buying program, but they do expect to hear it mentioned, and the Fed could discuss it more definitively later in the summer. Okay, so basically, nobody expects them to do anything just yet, as they've been saying all along. You know, they're not going to do anything. They're going to let inflation run. They claim inflation is transitory. But as of late, more people do seem like they think the Fed is going to raise the rates eventually. Not, you know, in the immediate future, not in the short term, but I guess now they're going to talk about maybe raising rates. They're not going to, but they're going to say maybe we're going to do it in 2023, maybe. But, you know, if history has shown us anything, doesn't matter what they say. They say anything, stock market doesn't like it. Tanks. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow is red also. You know, again, everyone just rather them not say anything. You say nothing, stock market is good. You say anything, even if it's bullish, even if it sounds bullish, stock market still goes down. So, we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. I sure hope the stock market doesn't have a negative reaction to this, but as we've seen, it always does. So, be prepared, guys. Alright, that's all the general news we got for today. Let's move on to the analysis. Alright, first one, AMC. Alright. So here's AMC. Finishes at $59.04. That's up 3.58% today. So we see here, actually this morning, it was at like 65, around 65. So it pulled all the way back down to 59. Crazy price action today. Crazy price action. So right now it's trading between it's trading in the sideways channel, the rectangle, of about 62.5 and 58. So if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be about 51, 48. And then if it breaks 48, it could come all the way back down to 37.5. Now if it goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 62.5. And then the all-time high of 72.62. And if it breaks that, nobody knows where it's going. It's anyone's best guess where it goes from there. Why am I lagging? That'd be uncharted territory at that point. The market will decide for itself. Give me 1 second. Why is this lagging? Hopefully that's better. Okay. The RSI is at 70 right now, so just barely in overbought, overvalued territory. So, not extremely overbought and overvalued, but it officially is overbought and overvalued, according to the RSI. The volume is at, it did 283 million volume today. So, I believe that's above average. Less than yesterday, but, you know, it appears AMC still might have a little run in it. I don't expect anything super crazy, but the volume would suggest that the buying pressure is coming back. So, you know, based on the RSI, it looks like it's coming down, but the volume would suggest otherwise. So, you know, pretty hard to predict where this is going to go. It's a meme stock. Nobody knows where it's going to go. But personally, I would say that it's more likely to come down than up. Sorry about the sirens. I'm just going to talk over it. So we'll have to see what happens with AMC. I did have some unusual options activity. Quite a bit, actually. Hey, Low Roller. Thanks for being here again today. Appreciate you. ORPH. Stuck at 10 bucks. Man, honestly, if I were you, I would not touch that thing. I would not even touch it. But it seems like you really like that stock. But you know, you definitely, my advice, if you're gonna trade that thing, you gotta day trade it. You know, don't hold that. That thing is so unstable. Well, it's stabilizing, but who knows what's gonna happen with that. Okay. Unusual options activity. So, I did see 2 trades here today that were unusual. What is this? Huh. 1 second, guys. Looks like my app just crashed on me. My apologies. I gotta restart this. What's going on with Thinkorswim? Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. Just logging in right now. Technical difficulties. My fault. Well, it ain't my fault, but my fault. Hey, Zakaria, did you end up shorting? Wrapped? I think you said you were gonna do it. Michael Taylor keeps buying Bitcoin. Are you talking about the guy from MicroStrategy? Michael Taylor? Or Michael Taylor? Is that who you're talking about? I don't really know who that is, but I know MicroStrategy just did another 500 mil. Yeah. Low roller. I discussed that. I don't think you were here for that, but yeah, I talked about that. MicroStrategy's up today, probably just because it pretty much trades like a crypto now. MicroStrategy is kind of trades like Bitcoin now, in line with Bitcoin, because that's pretty much what their company does now. It's just a crypto company. They just keep throwing more money at Bitcoin. I mean, it is a good idea as long as you're not all in on Bitcoin. They're actually, I think they raised capital and then they bought more Bitcoin. So a little bit aggressive in my opinion, but it could pay off. Yeah, he's a big Bitcoin bull. You got scared. You got scared, man. Well, yeah, maybe next time. You do it a few times, it ain't nothing. Yeah, shorting is a little scary at first. He can lose his job. Yeah, I don't think he really cares if he loses his job. I think he's pretty good. All right. My bad, guys. Got it back up and running. Okay. So this first unusual options activity, you see right here, we got June 18th, $65 put. June 18th, $70 put, 4,800 each. This is a spread. This is a put spread. We can't determine if it's a put call spread or a put debit spread or a put credit spread yet. So we have to look at the chart. But first of all, let's do the math. Oops. So we got 4,800 times 1430 minus 4,800 times 1,030. So we see this was a $1.92 million trade. $1.92 million trade here. Again, this is a put spread. So now we're going to figure out if it's a put debit spread or a put credit spread. So the way we do that is we look at the time. This trade was initiated 1:55. So we go over to the chart. Come on. Just the right chart. 1 day, 1 minute. All right. So right here, if you guys look at my cursor, this was 155 right here. It was trading around 60 bucks. And then immediately after this trade, the stock tanks. So that tells me this was a sell. So now, is this a put debit spread or a put credit spread? Well, we can determine that this is a put credit spread because it sold off. If it went up, if the stock went up afterwards, it would have been a put debit spread. Or so put credit spread or bull put spread. Same thing. So basically what that is, well, I can show you visually after, actually. I'm going to start doing this now. I'm going to start showing on the graph visually what it looks like. So let's do, I already have it pulled up here. Nice. So this is what the trade looks like visually on a graph. So we see the max gain here is the premium collected, $1.92 million. And this, I'm guessing it's an institution. So this institution will make the max gain if the price stays above $70, which is what they sold the puts for. And then between 70 and 65, they start to lose money after it goes below 70. So they still make money all the way up until $66 is the break even. And then when it goes below $66, they start losing money. And actually, the max loss is capped here because they bought puts for 65. So, they're hedging here. So if this goes below 65, then the max loss would be $480,000. So pretty much, long story short, they're betting on this to stay above $70 by June 18th, which is this Friday. So pretty ballsy there. Pretty ballsy. So, maybe they know something that we don't know. Because, to 70 in 3 days, I mean, it's definitely possible. It's a meme stock, it's AMC, but yeah, I don't really see how you can predict something like that. So maybe they know something that we don't know. So, not going to tell you what you guys what to do with your money, but use this information however you want. Because this institution is betting $1.92 million that this is staying above 70 by this Friday. Or it's going to go above 70 by this Friday. It's going to close above 70 by this Friday. Okay. So that's interesting. That is one unusual options activity. Let's look at the other one. All right, it's down here. So we see down here, $100 call, July 16th, $100 strike, call option. And if we do the math, we got, what is it? 633 times 1,600. So this was a little over $1 million trade here. $1 million bet. So this is just a straight up call. No spread or anything. So we have to see if this person, if this institution bought or sold this call. So again, we do the same thing. We look at the chart. So this was at 10:24. Got to zoom in here because a lot was going on. All right, so here's 1024. Immediately after this trade was submitted, the stock tanks. You see that? So this tells me this was a sell. This person, this institution, sold calls for the $100 strike for July 16th. Is that right? July 16th? Yeah. So, this one's pretty simple. They're just betting that AMC is going to stay under $100 by July 16th. I mean, I think that's not anything too crazy, relatively safe bet there. So yeah, I think a lot of other people can predict the same thing. But, that was unusual options activity. That was $1 million trade there. So, again, they probably know something that we don't know. So, I'm willing to bet the same thing, that AMC will be under $100 by July 16th, which is in a month. So, yeah, there you have it. We got two unusual trades today, two unusual options activity for AMC. We had a put call spread and just a regular straight up selling of a call. So you guys do what you want with that information. Not financial advice. Okay. Wow, it's 4:44 already. Okay, let's move on to Wish. X? Okay. Well, we got something going on here. Okay. Times 1. Yeah, nothing too crazy. I wouldn't call it unusual. We got like a 500K bet here. This might be the same person because this is the exact same play, August 20th. $30 call. But I wouldn't really say it's unusual. Usually, it's unusual if it's $1 million trade. So there's no $1 million trades going on here. But I can look at this one real quick. 1118. 1118. Okay, so yeah, Zakaria. So this looks like a sell because the stock tanks right after this, after 1118. What was that trade for? So that was for I don't know if this is the same person, honestly, because one was made at 11:18, the other one was made at like 3 o'clock, at like or 2 o'clock, 2:30. But this other person might have followed the first person into the trade, or it might have been the same person, don't know. But they sold calls for the 30 strike August 20th. So that just means it's probably going to be under, they're betting that this is going to be under $30 by August 20th. But again, I wouldn't really consider that unusual, not too unusual, because it's not, it ain't that big, you know, it's not $1 million, but you know, almost $1 million there, that this is gonna stay below 30 by August 20th. So I hope that answers your question, man. GameStop price continues to drop. Let's see. GME. Yeah, a little bit. You talking about in general? I thought you meant in the after hours. Yeah. GME is getting slammed, getting hammered. Yeah, Zakaria, we're gonna get to Ocugen. I'm gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about Wish, then TRCH, then Ocugen. So I'll get to that. Okay, let's do Wish. All right, here's Wish. Finishes the same price it was yesterday, 11.27, up 0%, down 0%. So literally sideways. But in the aftermarket, it is going up a little bit. So really, nothing else to say. I'm just going to say the same thing I said yesterday. It's currently trading in the sideways channel. This rectangle of $12 and $10. If this breaks to the upside, next level of resistance is $15.50, $17.50, and then $20. And then if it goes to the downside, next level of support would be 10 and then 8. And really don't think it's going below 8. It's actually 750, not 8. Really don't think it's going below 750. That is the all-time low. But if it does, then nobody really knows where it's going. The market will decide. We would then be in uncharted territory. RSI is at 56, so this is pretty average. Pretty average. You know, not overbought, not oversold. It appears the volume is coming back down. It did 140 million in volume today. So just looking at that, the technicals indicate that this is more likely to come down than up in the short term. But this is a meme stock. You know, everyone on Wall Street bets, everyone on StockTwits loves this stock. So, you know, who knows? This thing could pump. Yeah, low roller. I think I got 4 Yolos today on Wish. There are a lot of Yolos on Wish. So we'll get to that. Yeah, nothing else much to say about this. I hope this finishes above 10 by Friday, so my puts on this will expire worthless and I just keep the premium. Otherwise, I got a bag hold for another month, because next options is like a month out. Next options contract. But, you know, I know there's a lot of positive sentiment on this, a lot of bullish sentiment, so I hope this pumps. I hope everyone makes tendies on this, but just looking at the technicals, I would say this is more likely to pull back in the short term than it is to run. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, this is a meme stock. This is a very well liked stock among retail. So they could pump it. They could pump it. Well, we'll have to see. All right, that's Wish. Let's get to TR. Okay, here's TRCH. This is Torchlight Energy Resources. So, I saw this trending yesterday. I didn't really think much of it. And today it was trending again because it broke out. So, yeah, this finishes at $5.07. That is up 41.62% today. I see in the aftermarket it's coming down a little bit. It's at 480 now, so it is pulling back a little. Okay, so I didn't have the chance to draw the resistance and support lines, but I see this gap here. Gap up at about 370. So, you know, the gaps usually do fill. So this is likely to come back down to 370 at some point. Can't say when. Could be a couple days, couple weeks, couple months. Who knows? But usually the gaps do fill. The RSI is currently at 87. So, you know, pretty overbought there. That's pretty deep in the overbought, overvalued territory. It was probably above 90 because this was at 615 at the high today. And the volume, insane volume today. Not quite the all-time high, but pretty much around there. Did 262 million in volume today. That's far above the average volume. I believe this is the second biggest volume day ever for this company. So yeah, significant volume there. So just looking at this, just looking at the technicals, I would say that this is coming back down in the short term. It looks like this is due for a pullback. This just ran way too hot. This literally went from like $2 to $6. Looks like it like slowly got squeezed, and then today was like the big squeeze. So I would just say, you know, be careful, guys. If you are thinking about going long on this, I would say hold off. Don't FOMO. Don't FOMO. And this could be a decent shorting opportunity, but, you know, you kind of missed the high already, so probably make a little bit money if you want to short this. Not financial advice. So, not much else to say about this one. Looks like it's coming down based on the technicals. Again, I don't really know too much about this fundamentally. Oh, they actually did, they did a special dividend. I think that's why it pumped up today. They did a random special dividend announcement. And that triggered a squeeze. But, yeah, personally, I wouldn't buy this one. I wouldn't long or short this one. I just leave this one alone for a while. Observe. So, but again, this is very well liked by retail. So, who knows what's going to happen. This could pump. But just looking at the technicals, it looks like this is coming back down. So that is TRCH, Torchlight Energy. SNDL continues to drop. Yeah, it looks like all the cannabis is coming down. When does Naked get delisted? Yeah, I think it takes a while to get delisted. Because I've seen Naked like below a dollar for a while, even before, Meme Mania round 1, and it's still there, even Sundial. So I think it takes like a couple months to officially get delisted. But those are favorites of Wall Street Bets, Sundial and Naked. I don't know why people would go for Sundial. You can go for Tilray. That's a much better, safer play there. Long-term play. Sundial is really more for like a quick buck. It's more growth opportunity there. But I just go with Tilray over Sundial. And Naked, that's a clothing company, right? Isn't that the underwear company or something? I can't remember. But Ape seemed to like it for some reason. But I don't expect it to be delisted anytime soon. Did Naked reach above 1? Yeah, I believe it did. I think it went to like 2. Yeah, Mark, I'll take a look at that. Yeah, man, this went to 350. It went to 340 in round 1. So, hey, maybe, not financial advice, but maybe if you hold long enough, if you diamond hands long enough, this may pop off again. Not financial advice. COTY, sure. Yeah, that probably is why people buy Sundial and Naked. It's just, and they have options too. Well, I know Sundial does. I don't know about Naked. I don't think it does. Maybe it does. But yeah, it's cheap. A little bit risky, but it is cheap. Let me get rid of all this stuff here. CTOY. Cody? Alright, I don't know anything about this one, but I can look at the technicals. I mean, this looks, it looks like it's really where it needs to be. RSI's at 47, average is 50, so it's pretty average there, right where it needs to be in terms of RSI. Not overbought, not oversold. The volume seems to be stable. Trading around the same volume every day, so I guess if you want to go long on this is a decent price. But if you wait, you might get it cheaper. But if you wait, it might go up too. So, I mean, I guess if you want to get into this, maybe the best play would be to buy here, and if it goes down, then you could, load some more. But this looks, just pretty average. There's like really nothing going on with this. Nothing crazy. So that's what I would do. I mean, I don't have the support and resistance drawn, but I guess you could do that by yourself. And if it drops, to certain resistance, you could load up here if you want. And then if it drops to certain support levels, then you can load up even more. But personally, if I was long on this, I just wait for it to see if I could get it for cheaper. If it goes into the undervalued territory, oversold territory, and if not, then I would just move on. I don't like to chase. I like to bottom feed. Not saying that you should do this, but this is what I personally do. I like to bottom feed. And if you miss it, then you miss it, Just move on. There's plenty of opportunities. But if you really want this one, sure, you could buy in here. This is not a bad price. And if it goes down, then you can just load up more. But personally, I would just wait for this one to see if it comes down more. And if it doesn't, then oh well. On to the next. All right, Ocugen. You're welcome, man. All right, here's Ocugen. This finishes at $6.26, up 2.12% today. And again, it finishes in the green, so really can't complain, but this was up like 20% in the morning. So a slow bleed all day. Bleed, 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 bleed until market close, and it finishes like at the low for the day. So that was kind of disappointing. Very disappointing, actually. But you shouldn't be ungrateful for a green day. I believe news came out on this. That's why this popped. Let me see that. Yeah. Jubilant Hollister Steer. Jubilant Hollister Steer. Is a manufacturing partner now. So, hey, they're moving along. I don't think they have approval yet, but yeah, they have a manufacturing partner now. So I guess if they get approval, hopefully when, then, they're going to start producing these things. So that was very bullish news, very good news. And that's why the stock went up so high today. And I guess everyone just wanted to, all the bag holders wanted to escape. They were like, oh, up 20%. Let's dip. I'm out. Can't blame them. So, yeah, that was good news, very big news, very bullish news, but people sold the news. They took advantage of the big pop and they sold the news. So, didn't finish up that much today. Hertz, do I think Wall Street Bets is going to pump Hertz? Maybe. Honestly, like, I've been following Wall Street Bets for a while. It doesn't really seem like Hertz is that popular. Like, when it went up, there was chatter about it, but it's not one of these huge meme stocks that everyone is crazy hype about. So, maybe. But, I would say don't count on it, It's not really a popular meme stock. All right, so, yeah, really not much anything new to say about the analysis. This is currently trading in the sideways channel between 770 and $6. It's on the lower end of that. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance is 770, then about 950, then 11, 12, 1350, and then 16. If this goes to the downside, hopefully it doesn't. That'd be pretty bad, just looking at this. If it goes to the downside, next level of support would be 530. Then if it breaks that, it can come all the way down to 330 and then 150. So hopefully it doesn't go down to the downside, because that would be disgusting. RSI's at 38. So, this is kind of approaching oversold, undervalued territory. So, a lot of the bulls, it looks like this might be a good time to load up. Maybe it'll go down a little more, but, if you're really bullish on this, not a bad time to load up. Not financial advice. Volume, really not too much volume today. Had 100 million volume, which is still a lot, but compared to other days, it's really not that significant. So, that kind of believes me, that makes me believe this is a fake out, unfortunately, because there was not much buying pressure on the stock. There was in the morning, and then a lot of selling pressure. So, we'll have to see where this goes. It looks like I'm going to be bag holding this one. It looks like I'm going to have to buy this one at $8. I think 700 shares at $8. So, I really don't want to hold this one. As soon as it's back up to $8, I'm out. Take my profits, and I'm out. But for everyone else's sake, this is a very popular, meme stock on StockTwits and Wall Street Bets. So, I do hope that this pumps for my sake and everyone else's sake. So that's Ocugen. And I believe there was no unusual options activity, but I'll check for you, Zakaria, real quick. I don't believe anything. Yeah, nothing too crazy going on. No unusual options activity. Hertz is not in Robinhood. Yeah, you told me that, Low Roller. Told me, I think like a couple weeks ago you told me that. That's interesting. But, you shouldn't have Robinhood anyway. Robinhood is the worst. I hate Robinhood. If you use Robinhood, anyone that uses Robinhood, you kind of know they're a newbie. Because it's really not good at all. It likes to react to positive news. Well, hey, I sure hope so, man. Sure hope so. Do I have any positions in CCIV? No, I don't. If I'm going to the EVs, I really like NIO. I'd either go with Tesla or NIO. I actually just sold my NIO because it was getting into overbought territory. But no, I'm not into CCIV. For like a quick trade, it could be good. It's pretty volatile. But in terms of like holding, if I wanted to go with EVs, I just go with Tesla or NIO because Tesla's by far the biggest, best EV company, and NIO is in second. Tesla's pretty far ahead, but NIO they're it's pretty much like a Chinese Tesla, and the infrastructure they're building all these. They got the battery swap technology. They're building a bunch of stations, battery swapping stations. They're building the NIO Park, which is like Apple's headquarters. So, I really, really like NIO. I just don't hold that right now because I sold it. I want to get back in. But no, I don't. I don't have CCIV. But I believe you're a day trader, right? So that'd probably be good for you, man. Because it is very, very volatile. That looks like a good, day trading stock. The video you react, Asian person, GameStop. He's not selling? Well, yeah, he should sell, but I'm sure he's fine. Even if he didn't sell, it seems like it's going to expire out of the money. So, I personally would sell. I think he should sell, but he's not in any immediate danger. If I remember correctly, it has to go above like 350 for him to start losing money. So, he's probably just letting it ride. Really not too bad there. But I personally would sell. If it goes lower, he's going to make more money, so it is going pretty low. Yeah, you're welcome, Mark. All right, last one, DraftKings. Okay. So here's DraftKings. Finishes at $48.51. That is down 4.17% today. Now, full disclosure, I am long on DraftKings. I have a position in DraftKings. I really like the stock.
We like the stock.
And yeah, there was news as to why this was down today. So, Hindenburg Research, they're kind of like an an investigative short selling firm. They like to do their own investigations. They like to get hands-on and do detective work. And then based on their findings, they like to short stuff. So they put out a bad report today. They accused DraftKings of money laundering and doing business with shady people. So, and then they claim all the insiders are selling off. So that was in the morning. The market acted very negatively to that. It was down like 11%. I think it went below. It was like at 45 this morning. But retail quickly caught on. Wall Street bets caught on. Stock twits caught on. It was trending, and everyone just bought, and pushed it back up, pumped it back up to $48.51 today. So not the worst thing in the world. Could have been a lot worse. Now I read this report. I read Hindenburg's report. I think it's a load of BS. They basically just said that DraftKings partners were doing things. They were doing shady business. Not DraftKings itself. So, I guess it can look bad on DraftKings, but DraftKings itself, the company, didn't do anything wrong, really. The only thing that they had a legitimate claim about DraftKings is their insiders were selling off. They sold forget how much, but they sold a lot of stock off. So, really, to me, just a bunch of FUD. Just a bunch of FUD. So, I don't think anyone really cares. It seems like Hindenburg shorted yesterday. It was down like 5% yesterday. And then today they released their report to really tank the stock. And then I'm willing to bet they already covered. I'm willing to bet they released their report. They tanked the stock down to 45 and then they covered. So, quick buck. Manipulation at its finest. That's just speculation. That's not confirmed. But I'm willing to bet that's what they did. So, anyway, hopefully the FUD is out of the way, and the stock can go on business as usual. So the RSI is at 43. So took a big hit in the past couple of trading sessions. Damn, I should have sold at 55, huh? So it's been taking a hit as of late. So it's more towards the undervalued side right now. Volume was a lot of volume today. Wow, I think this was the biggest volume day ever. That is quite interesting. Did 88 million volume today. That is the biggest volume day ever for DraftKings. So, unfortunate it wasn't in the green, but I'll take it. Could have been a lot worse. So, right now it's trading between this rectangle, the sideways channel, of about 49.50 and 44. If it goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 51, and then 55, 72, and then 61. If it goes to the downside, next level of support would be 44, and then it could come all the way back down to 40, and if it breaks that, all the way back down to 35. Excuse me. So, I'm personally bullish on this. Not financial advice, but the Russell is rebalancing next Friday. And the DraftKings is getting added to the Russell 3000. So, very bullish. That's a catalyst coming up. And it's not a sell the news catalyst. Like that's a firm catalyst where you pretty much know that it's going to go up. Not financial advice. So, I'm very bullish on DraftKings. I like the stock a lot. And just based on the technicals, it does seem like it's more likely to go up than down. More likely to go to the upside than the downside. They should legalize gambling. Yeah, they should. You know, people love gambling. I live in New York State. I used to go, and a lot of other people used to literally go across the river, the Hudson River, to New Jersey. 10 minutes away. Place your bets and then come home. That's how crazy it was. And then I used to work in New Jersey too. So when I just went to work, I'd place my bets. But New York just legalized gambling. It's not into law yet, but they passed the bill. And, a lot of states are following. So that's a lot of bullish news for DraftKings. Eventually, I do believe all 50 states are going to legalize. And for weed too. Cannabis, same thing. Hopefully eventually it'll be on a federal level. It's a win-win for everyone. The people want it. The citizens want it. The government wants it for the tax money. So we just gotta, speed things up. Mark, do I see DraftKings by 100 next year? It's possible. I believe the average price target is 70 or 75 around there. So I would say definitely 70 to 75. 100 would probably be on the more bullish side. That'd be a more bullish case. But in 2 years, I could definitely see DraftKings at 100. But in 1 year, I'm just being conservative here. In 1 year, based on the opinions, the average price target from all the analysts, they believe it's going to be worth 70 to 75 in 1 year. Hopefully, it'll be 100. I think a few analysts have it at 100, but I do think 100 is probably on the more optimistic side. So I'd say 75. 2 years, 100, I could definitely see that. Can I check out CATB? Sure. So, yeah, that's DraftKings. CATB. Yeah, another biotech, huh? Another pharmaceutical. Yeah, low roller. A lot of the laws don't make sense. Living in a backwards country here. CATB. Okay, here. Catabasis Pharmaceuticals. Okay. I mean, this one looks pretty average. RSI is at 48, so pretty average there, right where it needs to be. This low-key kind of looks like a meme stock. Oh, nice, Mark. You're born in the Bronx? You like the Yankees? Yeah, I'm from Harlem, man. So, that's awesome, man. Glad to see a fellow New Yorker. Live in California, but you always be from New York. Alright, Zakaria, I don't know if you should short this. I mean, it looks, oh, it's running after hours. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, gotta see where it opens tomorrow. If this opens, that's a lot, man. That's up like almost 50%. How much is it? Interesting stuff here. Okay. I mean, I'd probably see where this goes tomorrow. I wouldn't, unless this runs to like $3. Let me see. CATB. Yeah, so it's up 31% now. If you want to short this, I just hold off for now. If it goes past 100%, then definitely sure. But tomorrow, I would just hold off. If it goes above 100%, then I would start considering a short. But I mean, you could probably make money if you just shorted, but it's not going to be like any crazy gains. You're not going to get a 20%, a 30% in a day. So I would just keep this on my watch list and see if this pumps even more. If this goes to like $3, then that's when you should start to consider the short. But for right now, this still looks pretty average. I just hold off for now. Hope that answers your question. Can I look at DS? Sure. Roaring Kitty doesn't post Wall Street bets anymore. Well, I mean, maybe he sold, but also, he got subpoenaed by the SEC. I don't know if it was the SEC, but the government subpoenaed him, and I'm pretty sure his lawyer told him to just shut up. So, I think half of it is maybe he sold, but I think a lot of it is because, he's under scrutiny, and his lawyers probably gave him legal advice to just shut up and not say anything anymore. Because you did see that whole, he was testifying in front of I forget which committee, but he got in trouble. So if I got subpoenaed by the government, I'd shut up too, because I would not want to go there again. That's not fun. DS Drive Shack. Okay. Well, RSI is at 72, so it's overvalued, overbought right now. Not extremely overbought, but still in overbought territory. So if you want to go long, I'd advise against that. If you want to short, it looks like a pretty decent short. Not financial advice, but this is at an all-time high right now, or it was. It's around there. So if you want to short this looks like you can make some pretty decent money shorting it. I definitely wouldn't go long on this one right here. If you want to go long, just hold off and wait for a better price. I would not advise FOMOing into this. And the volume is coming down, so that makes me believe that this is going to pull back in the short term, just based on the volume and the RSI. I think it's coming back down. So if you want to short, that's probably a decent play. Not the greatest of plays, but you could probably make some money there. If you want to go long, I would not do that. No, this does not look like a good entry point here. I hope that answers your question. You love the Yankees? Yeah, the Knicks too, man. I love the Knicks, but fortunately, they haven't been good for 20 years. But this season, I was like, yeah, Knicks, let's go. You see, usually on Fridays, I wear my my Knicks jacket, but they lost, so whatever. Not a big fan of hockey, and I cheer for the Giants and the Jets, but they suck too. Yeah, man, Harlem's awesome. It's like pretty gentrified now. It's completely different. I don't know last time you've been in Harlem, but it's a lot of rich people moving in now. A lot of fancy restaurants and condominiums, fancy condominiums. So Harlem is pretty different now than it used to be, but very, very nice. I love living in Harlem. Yeah, the Knicks are pretty horrible, but actually they had that one year when I was in high school where they had like Jason Kidd and Melo and Amari and all those veterans, and they were like second in the East. I was like, yeah, they had one good year, and then they lost to the Pacers. But this year, the future looks great. Tom Thibodeau, R.J. Barrett, Manuel Quickly. It looks like there's going to be a bright future for the Knicks. So something to cheer about. Very happy. They lost in the playoffs to the Hawks this year, but the future looks pretty good. I'm happy as a Knicks fan. You really can't ask for more. The Nets, the Nets are. I'll cheer for the Nets. I'm not a Nets fan. This is always going to be a Knicks city, but I'll cheer for the Nets. I like the Nets too. But Knicks tape all day. Knicks all day. Yeah, Dolan. James Dolan, the Knicks. Yeah, he's horrible. He is freaking horrible. Cause he's just so hands on. Do this. Then he just messes everything up. He just needs to You know, just chill. Let the GM do his job. Lin, yeah, Lin Sanity. That was great. that was something. Lin Sanity. But yeah, Jeremy Lin's still good. He's getting blackballed, man. Yeah, you went to China. He's dropping like 40 points a game in China, and he came back. He's playing in the G League now, I believe. Took a pay cut just because he wants the competition. He doesn't even care about the money. He just he loves basketball. He wants the competition, and he clearly should be in the NBA. He's still good enough to be in the NBA. He's getting blackballed. It's crazy. You can't tell me Jeremy Lin is worse than everyone else in the NBA. You know, he could be a decent role player. Yeah, the New Jersey Nets. New Jersey Nets. You can't be a true fan of the Nets from Brooklyn, unless you were born after they moved here to Brooklyn. But yeah, New Jersey Nets. Yeah, I respect Lin, man. He's from Harvard. You know, very smart guy. I think he walked on to the Harvard team. He walked on, and then he went undrafted. So, you know, he really was not supposed to be anywhere close to the NBA. He didn't have to play in the NBA. You know, he had a lot going for him. He could have been anything he wanted. And he wants to be a basketball player. He earned it. He walked on the team, got undrafted. He was undrafted, made it to the NBA. You know, he got his shot with the Knicks, took advantage of it. So, I like Lin a lot. Respect him a lot. Not just because he's Asian, you know, but he's like, and he's a Christian too, you know, he has good morals. So, very likable guy. Very likable guy. Everyone loves Lin. Okay, getting off topic here. We're talking about all different types of stuff. Talking about sports here. Yeah, it may be because he's Asian. Maybe. Probably not. Probably has something to do with it. But probably not the main reason why. Yeah, you know, there's still racism in the world, in the country, in the NBA. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Let's get to the Yolos. One second. Gotta pull this stuff up. All right. So we got 5 YOLOs today. I think 4 of them are for Wish, and I got 1 Workhorse, I believe. But it's mostly Wish. Wish is very popular on Wall Street bets nowadays. Everyone's on Wish. Okay. This first one is by Join Folks. Let me do that again. This damn motorcycle's messing up my video here. This first one is by Join Folks. He says, 520k YOLO, Wish. Love the stock.
We like the stock.
How am I lagging here? Okay. Alright, so we're just going to look at the options, although he does have like 350k in shares. But we're just going to look at the options because that's a real YOLO. Options. So, okay, so he has 315 call options for Wish. expiring January 21st, 2022 at the 750 strike. That has a value of $167,000. But the main reason why I wanted to show this one is not because the absurd amount of money. It's because I like this play a lot. So this is a leaps, because these are for January 2022. So he's giving himself, 6 months for this to work out. A little more than 6 months, about 6 months and a week. So I like the expiration date there. He bought leaps, not FDs. I always say, don't buy FDs. You're probably not going to make money. Buy leaps. The strike is for 750, which is in the money, and I personally don't really go for too many in the money plays, but I support it. So he went relatively safe here. He bought leaps and he bought in the money. The only downside being that it's going to cost a lot more than closer options and out of the money options would cost, but I really have no problem with that. You pay for safety. So really he just has to see how high Wish goes. He's already in the money. He bought in the money. So the higher Wish goes, the more money he's going to make. And Wish has like an $18 price target, so as long as he holds for 6 months, probably won't go to 18, but it'll probably go up from now significantly. So, overall, I really like this play. This has a really good chance of working out. This is how you should buy options. Don't buy FDs. Don't buy way out of the money. So, yeah, I like the expiry date. I like the strike price. I like the entry point. So all around, I really, really like this one. This is a really good play here. I think this is going to work out. Something would have to go really, really wrong for this not to work out. So, I think he's going to be printing the tendies here. I think he's going to print a lot of tendies. Very well done. Very well executed. So, join folks. Thank you for posting. Good luck to you. I really, really like this one, man. Really don't have too much. I don't have anything bad to say about this one. So, good luck to you. And eventually, please post updates. Okay. This one is by Ghostin' You. He says, I had to double down apes on my Wish. Now holding over 10K worth of out of the money contract YOLO. That B wonder if my girl will kill me or call me a hero. Time will tell my fellow apes. Yeah, grammar. Okay. Well, I certainly hope this works out, or she's gonna leave you for a boyfriend. Alright, let's see what he has here. Alright, so this is an FD. This expires on Friday. So I already don't like this. He has 200 calls for the 1250 strike. Expiring June 18th, this Friday. 3 days. This was a 11.5K YOLO, and he's already down $900. He's already down 8%.
Good.
Okay. So, this is exactly what you should not do. The last one was a good example of what you should do. This is a good example of what you should not do. And I don't know if doubling down was the right play. Like, sure, if it was shares and you had all the time in the world, sure, double down. But he doubled down on something that expires in 3 days. Come on. um. So, yeah. Uh. So, and this is also FOMO, because he just bought these today. So, yeah, all around, I'm not the biggest fan of this. I don't like the entry point. This is FOMO. I don't like the expiration. That's an FD. I guess the strike is okay. 1250. It's not way out of the money, but in 3 days, you're gonna need some help there to hit 1250. And even if it does hit 1250 by Friday, I just really don't think that the risk is worth the reward here. Even if it finishes in the money, you're not gonna make that much money on this. So there's limited upside, and the downside is huge. Downside is losing 11.5K. So, are you gonna risk making a little money for, your whole stack right here? That doesn't seem very smart. And for every day he holds this, there's only 3 days left. So every day he holds this, he's probably gonna lose like $3,000 or $4,000 around there, $3,000 to $4,000 every day he holds this, and this doesn't go in the money. So, pretty disgusting stuff there. So I mean, what I would do, maybe you can hold on to this tomorrow. Honestly, tomorrow, whatever happens, I would cut this one. If it goes to the downside, you definitely got to cut, because you still have a good amount of value here. And if you don't cut, it's probably going to go to zero. And if it goes to the upside, if you manage to get back even, I would consider that lucky. And I would look to just cash out there and cut it, and maybe you can walk away with a little bit of profit. But I think holding this until expiration for the next 3 days is a pretty big mistake. So, this is a really tough situation here. Very tough spot. And the way you avoid putting yourself in tough spots like this is not to do it in the first place. Don't make bad plays like this. So, personally, that's what I would do. I would see what happens tomorrow. And either way, I would cut tomorrow. But hopefully you can walk away with a little bit of profit and consider yourself lucky. So, Ghost in You, thank you for posting. Great content here. Very entertaining. Good luck to you. I really hope this works out for you. Hope your girl doesn't leave you for her boyfriend. And please post updates. I want to see what you end up doing with this. All right, this one is by Ambitious Skirt 2. He says, "Wish to Moon Rocket." All right. So he has 38 call options for Wish. He has for June 18th, for this Friday, he has 5 calls for the 1250 strike and 4 calls for the 14 strike. And then for July 16th, he has 29 calls at the 1250 strike. This was a 9K YOLO, $9,000 YOLO. And right now he's up about $700, up 7.6%. All right. So personally, I would cut the 12.5 and the $14 calls. Those are FDs. Those really don't look like they're going to finish in the money. Possibly, but the risk is really not worth the reward. He has, a couple $100 worth in value there, almost $1,000 in value in those 2 contracts. So, it's better to save your $1,000 there, than let it go to zero. Because I really don't think those are going to work out. So, not the biggest fan of the expiry there. not the. I mean, 1250 is all right, but not the greatest. The 14 is that's kind of a reach. I don't really like that one. As for the July 16th, I can get behind the strike price. That's acceptable. I'm not the biggest fan of the expiry. You know, it's kind of an FD. It's less than 6 months. It's not like a immediate FD, but still kind of an FD. So not the biggest fan of that, but I guess it's acceptable. So I think the best thing to do here is to cut the June 18th calls. Save your money there. And you're still up, so, you know, nothing bad about that. And then continue to hold the July 16th calls, because that has a good chance of finishing in the money. And still has a month to go, so that one's okay, but I really don't like the other two. I don't like the June 18th calls there. So that's what I would do. Cut those, cut the June 18th, and then hold on to the July 16th calls, and reevaluate like every week what you should do with those. So, Ambitious Skirt 2, thank you for posting. Good luck to you. Hope you sell those FDs. I personally would. But no matter what happens, please post updates. All right, two more. All right. This one is by Kamikaze J. Kamikaze J. He says, please wish. Okay. So I wanted to show this one because he actually sold. Did he sell calls or puts here? I don't even know. Puts. Okay. I wanted to show this one because he sold puts, and you really don't see this too often on Wall Street Bets. You know, usually you only see people buying calls and puts. Mostly calls, sometimes puts, but you never really see people selling. And I'm a big fan of selling options. You know, because you sell the FDs to people and you collect their money. So this guy sold puts. So this was a great example to go over. So he sold 10 put options for Wish expiring July 21st. So a little over a month ago at the 25 strike. And right now he's up $1,400. He's up almost 9%. So, in general, I like selling puts. This one, this is kind of questionable because he sold puts at the 25 strike, meaning that if this finishes below 25 by July 21st, or is it July 16th? July 16th, my bad. If this finishes below July 16th, if this finishes below 25 by July 16th, he's then going to be forced to buy 1,000 shares of Wish at $25. So that's not exactly the best thing. You know, Wish is at like, what, 12 now? So you really want to pay over double for what the current value is? Maybe he's just that bullish. You know, usually when you sell puts, you sell them for something that's lower than the current price, not above the current price. and he sold it for something way above the current price. So, really not the biggest fan of the strike price there. But I like the selling of the puts. Who knows? Maybe Wish will be, at $25 in a month. So he has 10 contracts. So for every contract, he's going to have to buy 100 shares if this finishes in the money and he gets assigned. So, I mean, I'm sure he collected a fat premium for this. Collected like $1,600 for this. So, collected a lot of premium because the strike price was so far out. But the downside is that if this doesn't finish in the money, which, let's be honest, it probably won't, he's then going to have to buy 1,000 shares at $25. And that's going to suck unless he's going to hold it until it comes up to 25. I guess he could start selling covered calls for 25, but probably not going to make that much money doing that. You can do the wheel strategy. Check out my video if you want on the wheel. Covered calls and cash secured puts in the wheel. So, I mean, I guess this is okay if he's willing to hold the shares until it comes back up to 25, which might be a while. Maybe it won't. Who knows? But so I like the play. I like the selling of the puts. I do that a lot. I'm a big fan of selling options. But $25 strike, I really don't know, man. I don't like that one. I personally sold puts on Wish for the $10 strike. So, if Wish finishes below 10, then I'll have to buy at $10. But he did it for 25. That's just way out there. I don't know. I really don't think that's a good idea. But again, as long as he's willing to hold the stock until $25, until it comes up to $25, I guess this is an acceptable play. So, for the most part, I like the play. I like the selling of the puts. I like the expiry date. I just don't like the strike price. But don't really know what this guy, his plan is. Maybe he thinks Wish is going to go to 25 in a month. But worst thing, he has to just hold the stock until it comes up to 25. So, not the worst thing in the world. So, I can get behind this play. This is a pretty decent play here. I wouldn't do it, but pretty decent play here. I support it. So, Kamikaze J, thank you for posting. Great example to go over and analyze here. Great to show the viewers an example of put selling, option selling. Don't see that too often. So, I appreciate it. Good luck to you. Hope this works out. And please post updates. All right, last one. This is a workhorse. This one is by Soup Monster 40. He says, hit double 2,000% baggers last week and finally got unbanned. So he was banned. All right. So, looks like a pretty ape move here. Very ape move here. So, he has 600 call options for Workhorse, expiring this Friday. It's an FD. June 18th, at the $15 strike. And he bought these on June 3rd, so, yeah, these were FDs. He bought these like 2 weeks in advance. I don't recommend that. Alright, so, I mean, right now he's up 352K on these. That's up 2,124%. Yeah, so right now he's a grand total of $369,000. Nice. Pure coincidence. So, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what to do here. What's Workhorse at? So Workhorse is at 14 right now, so they're not even in the money. So I think the obvious thing to do is to cash out. I have no idea why you would be holding this at this point, because he's up so much money here, 2,000, 2,100% gain. So literally, if he continues to hold this every day that this doesn't go in the money for the next 3 days, he's gonna lose about $120,000 a day, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Why would you just burn your money like that? And while this definitely can go in the money in 3 days, it only has to go up $1. It's just not worth the risk. Why are you gonna risk your 370K to make a little bit more money? You won, dude. You won. You're up 2,100%. You're up 350K on this. Like, it's just obvious. You got to cut this one. Don't get greedy. There's really no point in holding this till expiration. That'd be a mistake, quite honestly. So, hope he cashes out. That's personally what I would do, and I hope everyone else would personally do that too, because that's really the only play here. Risky business. Sea of red. Sea of red where? In the stock market? So, Soup Monster 40, thank you for posting. Very, very entertaining. Congratulations to you. Huge gain here. I'm jealous. Why can't I ever hit something like this? I personally would sell. I definitely hope you sell too, because I would hate to see you lose all this money. But either way, please post updates. Alright guys, that is the show for today. Anything else, guys, before we go? Questions, comments, concerns? Nope. Alright. Then I'm going to sign out. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, like the video. Please subscribe. And catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. Yeah, stocks are coming down. Yeah, pretty nasty today. But, hopefully it'll turn around soon. 2,000% pro. Yes, definitely take it and run. I think that's quite obvious to everybody. Only one play to do there. Take the money and run. Or lose 370K. Your choice. Alright, risky business. Thanks for being here today. Appreciate you, man. You apes already know diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.